Hey guys, I'm Priyanka. Today I will paint 11 by 14 inches of portrait. So for reference I am taking a picture of a well-known Bollywood artist. His name is Pankaj Tripathi. So I would like to walk you through the process a little bit and say what's been on my mind lately and just to have a chill painting session together. So usually before I start painting, I get a tea and coffee. I put some music on if I feel like it, or a podcast, some videos on the background to listen to. Also, I premix a few main tones beforehand to make it easier for myself. It can be very useful. I have done a little starting sketch and placed the palette like this. I wanted to show you my palette because people have been interested in how I mix color on the palette and create all the different tones for the portrait. So this is not how I usually paint, but I really wanted you to be able to see the color I use. It's not going to be like this for whole the painting process because it's a bit unstable, but it works for now. So the color in the shadow seems a lot darker at first than they actually are. They will appear to be very different when there will be more to look at on the canvas on the panel. In this case, because I use a thick drawing sheet this time, I definitely like dramatic lighting more than more plain flat lighting scenario because I believe it make a painting more interesting. It makes the shape in the light sort of pop and it gives more volume and I really like it. I start with darks and establishing the main shape. I like to start with eyes because it is my favorite part to paint because it sort of set the tone for the rest of the painting. Starting from dark is a very common and popular approach among the old master and many contemporary artists alike. It is easier to see your portrait develop if you start in the dark first, then go lighter and lighter. But I actually start to jump around after some point. I go lighter in value than darker again, whatever intuitively feels right. But I do like to start from placing some deeper tone. It's going to be a while before it comes together and start to look decent. I wanted to show you a raw process here without trying to pretty it up for the camera because all of the time lapse and highlight reels have a place to be, but my intention here is not to show the best part but rather the process as it is. So, as I was saying, shadows are usually a bit darker than you think. You start with a blank canvas and judge the value of tones, how dark and light they are, against the color of the background with nothing else to look at. So, the contrast created can be deceiving, and more often than not, the shadow color appear darker than it actually is. And the thing is, if you make it lighter to the point when it seems correct to you, later on, when we make progress and the portrait start to take a shape, you will see that in fact dark area are not dark enough and your painting looks depth and volume. So be aware of that. So in the process of painting, I am switching the process more often from bigger fill bed to smaller round and detailed brushes depending on the kind of stroke I want to make. Also to keep the color more neat. I use different brushes for different color group of sorts. I have a few of the same size brushes of almost each kind because then I can interchange them and use one for some darker color, another for a cooler tone and some other for warmer tone because when you pick up a new color and color you used before is still in the pistol, the new color get dirtier and it is a way to prevent it one of the way. I wipe my brushes with paper towel when I want to take some paint off them, and I occasionally leave them in medium to make paint more fluid. So the whole process of the painting is going to be like this only, switching between brushes, and you can see my palette. I'm just picking up some of the color and using it with Mr. Pankaj Tripathi. So fine, then you just enjoy the process with a more music. all for now. This is the finished painting. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Have an amazing day and I will see you next time. Bye.